to the border and go through, and we are not yet in Fuchsia, but first off I want to battle these. And yeah, so that is it. We are done with this part, and wow, I actually just found a dodo right there. But anyways, yeah, so go this way and you are in Fuchsia City. So this is Fuchsia City. It's a really interesting place, and there's a lot of stuff to do here, and I will be doing some of that stuff in the next part. So I will wow, wrong way. I will see you guys next time when we do that, to actually get to the Pokemon Center. I always do it the wrong way first time. I don't know why. I always do. You have to go down here and go over here. There's like ledges blocking and stuff. I don't know why they made it like this, but they did. And the gym's right there. So in this part, we're gonna be exploring Fuchsia City. So this is in a big city, so there's not really much to do. But there is a part of it that, you know, there's a lot to do in, which is the Safari Zone. So this house right here is the Wardens House, the Safari Zone Warden, I mean. So if you go up to him and talk to him, he'll be like, well, he can barely talk basically. So yeah, that's the thing. Now, basically what you have to do, you have to find his gold teeth. So as weird as that sounds, well, it's true. You have to find his gold teeth. Anyways, okay, so I believe in this house. Yes, okay, so this guy's like, I'm the fishing guru's older brother. I simply love fishing. Do you like to fish? And it doesn't matter which one you say, even if you say no. Oh, actually, never mind. You do have to say yes. Okay, whatever. So yeah, say yes, and he will give you. Wait. If I have room, he will. Okay, I'm back. Now I got rid of a bunch of items, so it should be good. Like, I mean, for a while now. Anyway, so he will give us the good rod. Now, a long time ago, way back in Vermilion, we got ourselves the old rod, which allowed us to catch Magikarp. Now with the good rod, you're upgraded basically, and you can catch a few other things. That's why I actually put my good rod in the thing, the PC actually. Anyways, that's like the big thing you want to get here, definitely. Well, I at least want to. Anyways, even, you know, just in case you want to catch some Pokemon with the good rod, which I do want to do, not for team members, but just for the sake of catching them, to get a few items and stuff. But anyways, yeah, so the big thing you want to do here is this. This is the Safari Zone. Now, the Safari Zone, basically, it's, well, okay, this isn't the Safari Zone. Never mind. Kind of thought. Anyways, I believe you actually need cut to get in. By the way, my Ivysaur grew 1 level because I was catching a few Pokemon, and well, yeah, it happened. And I think I accidentally made one faint, and yeah. Anyways, this is like over here outside the Safari Zone. There's a type of Pokemon zoo. So there's like, you know, a couple Pokemon here and there and stuff. Way better in later games like Fire Red, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and stuff like that, because you know, you could actually tell what the Pokemon is and stuff pretty easily. Anyways, onwards to the Safari Zone. Now, you actually have to go in here. So this guy's gonna explain the Safari Zone to you. It's divided into 4 different areas: the entrance, Area 1, Area 2, and Area 3. So yeah, and the way the Safari Zone works is once you enter, they will give you 30, or I believe it's 30 or 20 Safari Balls, and Safari Balls are basically the same thing as a Great Ball. And the way that you catch Pokemon is pretty unique, and I'll show you what I mean. This whole part is going to be dedicated to Safari Zone just because there's just so much to do. First of all, it costs 500 Pokédollars to get in. So yeah, I have a bunch of money, so I don't really care too much about that. And yeah, so yeah, this guy I already talked about. So okay, yeah, it's 30, so we get 30 Safari Balls. Automatically go in, and you also have a limited number of steps, as it shows right there. You have 500 steps, so once you use them all up, you have to get out of here, so it automatically throws you out. And yeah, if you notice, the music is the evolution music. So these signposts tell you, first of all, they give you tips. Yeah, you know, you can click start to know where you are. Plus, it also tells you which area you're in, rest houses, and things like that. Now, the reason you have to absolutely go in here is because there's actually a certain item you want to get here. Actually 2, so yeah. And the Safari Zone is by far a place where you can catch the most Pokemon in this game, at least. There's so many Pokemon you can catch here, old and new. So first off, I'm going to show how to catch Pokemon, or at least what happens basically when you're into Pokemon. There's 4 options like normal. You can either run, which self-explanatory, you run away. You can either throw a Safari Ball, throw bait, or a rock. Now what happens is, it's really simple actually. Bait makes it easier to catch, but it's more likely to stay, I believe. I think it's more likely to stay because in the Safari Zone, these Pokemon can run away on their own, so just so you know. And you cannot weaken them at all. You can't weaken their HP, I mean, because you can't send out your own Pokemon. So no statuses, no HP weakening, no nothing. And throwing a rock, I believe it also makes it easier to catch, but it makes it I believe throwing a rock, it makes it harder to catch, but most likely it'll stay here. Something like that, I know. But I usually throw bait. That's what I usually do. Or I just go with random Pokeball and go lucky with it. Now, I'm going to be traveling around the Safari Zone here. This is the entrance, by the way. And in the entrance, there's actually a couple Pokemon you can find here. Now, in all areas, you can find different Pokemon. There's no real, there's only a few areas that are kind of unique. But I'll start out with talking about the Pokemon, I guess. I'll just talk about generically. There's only 2 Pokemon I'll be talking about, in particular, because they kind of vary. So starting out with the bios, you can find yourself Rhyhorn here. Now, or actually, I'll start out with this one, Execute, since we found it. Execute, basically, it's Grass Psychic type. And what to say about Execute? Its stats are pretty balanced. There's not really much to say about it. Actually, wait for a second. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, Execute, it's pretty bulky, but yeah, its stats pretty balanced. It evolves into Executor at level by the use of a Leaf Stone. So if you got yourself a Leaf Stone, you can evolve it, and then boom, you got yourself an Executor. Also, Grass Poison Psychic type. Its special stats really good, but it's actually pretty slow. That's kind of the problem with it. But it's pretty bulky as well. So other than its speed stat, it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. I would recommend it actually. Other Pokemon you can find here, Tangela. Now, Tangela is the only pure grass type of this game. And, oh, I missed a Pokeball. Anyways, Tangela is the only pure grass type of this game. That's kind of unique, I guess. So yeah, Tangela, it basically, it's pretty bulky. It has good special and defensive stats. But that's really all it's got going for it. Other than that, there's nothing else, and I really wouldn't recommend it just because it's not really too good of a Pokemon. Anyways, oh, this actually is a rare Pokemon, and I was going to talk about it next. Chancy. Now, Chancy is a pure normal type, and it's actually pretty hard to catch here. Its HP stat and its special stat are amazing. You can't actually compete with that. It's so good. Now, the thing is, in the next generation, they actually give this thing an evolution, which is Blissey, which makes it a lot better, but for now, it's just Chancy. But yeah, it's actually, I know I'm making it sound good right now, but it's actually a horrible Pokemon to catch because its attack stat is horrible. It can't attack for beings. Now, in this game, since special attack and special defense are put together, its offensive side and its special side isn't too bad, so it can actually hit good with special attacks. But that's about it. Other than that, it's a horrible Pokemon. But on Wi-Fi battling and stuff, I would definitely go for it. But this isn't Wi-Fi battling, so yeah. Anyways, but yeah, okay. So moving on to the next Pokemon. Now, since we do have the Good Rod, you can catch. Let me check my steps. Okay. So now, since you have the Good Rod, you can actually catch a few new Pokemon in the watery parts of this place, which you've seen a few bodies of water. So yeah, a few new Pokemon you can catch actually are well, starting out is Goldene. Now, Goldene is a pure water type, and its stats are pretty balanced out. You can catch it with the Good Rod. I think I already mentioned that, but yeah, it's not too bad of a Pokemon actually. But it evolves into Seeking at level 33, which basically just makes its special and defensive stats better, and that was just a complete waste of walking time I just used up. Wow. Probably won't get to the place I'm aiming to get to, but we'll go again in another time. A bunch of bios to talk about anyways. This video sadly will be just basically bios. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah. Continuing on. yeah, but basically, and then oh, that's actually a misclick. But anyways, Seeking basically has some pretty balanced stats, and I'm actually glad that it didn't catch it. Anyways, another Pokemon you can catch with the Good Rod is Poliwag. Now, Poliwag is pure water type, and really its stats are pretty bad. But the stat really stands out when you look at its stats is its speed. Okay, let me talk. Is its speed stat. Now, its speed stat is actually pretty good. Once it evolves into Poliwhirl, its speed stat is still good, but it starts developing more. Other stats start getting better as well, and it's becoming more balanced. And once it evolves into Poliwhirl level 25, by the way, and once it evolves into its final evolution, Poliwrath, by the use of a Water Stone, its stats, it gets good speed, and it's all the stats are pretty balanced, it's pretty bulky, it's pretty good overall. Anyways, another Pokemon I want to talk about, which I just found, Kangaskhan. Now, this thing is actually pretty rare, if I'm correct, and Kangaskhan is it's a really good Pokemon. It's a pure normal type. It has a really good HP stat. It's pretty good attack and speed even, and yeah, it's actually a really good Pokemon. I would go for it, definitely, if you want to at least. I believe TM40 is Skull. That's actually not a bad move. I'm gonna keep that. But yeah, so yeah, Kangaskhan, not a bad Pokemon actually. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, and the final, by the way, Kangaskhan you can only find it, I believe, Area 2. I don't know about 3 but yeah, I think you can, or I think you can find it Area 2 and 3 or something along those lines. But I know you can't catch it in Pokemon Yellow, at least in Area 1. In Area 1, what you can catch though is Tauros. Now that's the final Pokemon, new Pokemon I mean, that you can catch here, or at least for now. There's actually a few other Pokemon, but you need a certain item to get that, and I'll talk about them when we get that item. And wow, I hate misclicks. Anyways, wow, I didn't even want to catch that. Okay. Anyways, Kangaskhan has Tauros, the final Pokemon I was talking about. It's decently defensive actually, and it has really good attack and speed. So that's really all I can say about it. But it's actually pretty good Pokemon offensively, and I like those type of Pokemon. I would go for it actually. You know, I would actually go for it. But yeah, and this is actually the last. This is the area you're supposed to be in to actually finish off the important part of the Safari Zone. I will get to that. So I guess I'll just go back in and show it because I'm done with the BIOS, so I can actually kind of talk about where I'm going. So yeah. So once you're over here, grab this item. It's right over here, and it's the gold teeth. So you need that. That's the guy's teeth, basically. The sign even says, "Request notice. Please find the Safari Warden's lost teeth. They're around here somewhere. Reward offered." So yeah, there's a reward, and that's one thing. That's one thing to get here. And there's one last thing. I wonder if I'll have enough steps to actually get it. Oh yeah, I will. Okay, it's right here. And TM32, I wonder what that is actually. Double team. Okay, I will definitely not be using that. Get rid of that. And this is actually the secret rest house, which, you know, if you looked around in the post signs, it'll say so. And this guy's gonna be like, "Ah, finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house. I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won." And he will give us HM03. So we got ourselves another HM. So now that's all about it for the Safari Zone. I told you guys the Pokemon you can catch here. I got the 2 important items. And I will see you guys the next time when we do some more stuff around Fuchsia City, because there's still a few more things to do.